The Fox and the Irredeemable Debt.
Today, we are looking at an ancient tale. At first glance, it might seem incredibly bizarre, but beneath the surface, it is a profound investigative report on karma. It takes us on a journey to uncover the true cause behind the most peculiar phenomenon. Let us dive straight into the heart of the mystery. Think about this: a boy born into a wealthy family, having everything one could desire. Yet he is completely unable to control a desperate urge to live in the filthiest, most repulsive environments. How could this be? Let us uncover the truth together. The strange beginning. The story begins with a series of inexplicable events. This wasn't a lifestyle choice he made as an adult. It seemed predestined from the day he was born, even while he was still in the womb. It all started when his mother was pregnant. She developed a bizarre craving. She wanted to eat excrement and drink urine. Her family was terrified and confused. They consulted a physiognomist seer, who claimed it was simply the karmic energy of the fetus and that everything would return to normal once the child was born. However, when the boy arrived, he was covered in filth. Worse still, no matter how much they washed him or how much perfume they used, the foul stench remained. As he grew, he would actively seek out excrement to consume and smear on his body. Can you imagine the agony of his parents? They tried every remedy, but nothing worked. Eventually, they broke down. In utter despair, his parents and teachers gave up on him. Abandoned, the boy lived alone in a cesspit, eating filth to survive, because his habits resembled those of a wild animal. People called him the Fox. A strange turning point. Then came a bizarre twist. An ascetic from a different sect happened to see the fox. This ascetic belonged to a past that considered eating cow dung a form of spiritual penance. When he saw someone eating things even more repulsive than cow dung, he wasn't disgusted, he was impressed. He thought he had found the master of an even higher spiritual realm. He asked the boy if this was his practice. The fox replied honestly, "I don't know about realms. I've just liked eating this stuff since I was a kid." Believing he had found a hidden sage, the teacher took him in as a disciple. Even though he was rescued, the fox's life didn't change much. He still lived in the pit. But then, something occurred that transcended human understanding. One night, the fox heard a buzzing sound of voices in the pit. He looked around, but no one was there. In reality, these were 500小时 Angry ghost spirits who, drawn by similar bad karma, had become his invisible roommates. 我们快成功了！小兔子站在被落叶和石块堵塞的溪流源头，激动地挥舞着小爪子，鼻尖因为用力而微微泛红。旁边的小狐狸正用树枝小心翼翼地撬动一块压在落叶堆上的大石头。听到这话，它抬起头，额头上沾着泥土，眼睛却亮得像2颗星星。再加把劲，把最后这些枯枝败叶清掉。经过小动物们一番齐心协力的挖掘和疏通，原本干涸的河道里终于传来了潺潺的流水声。清澈的水流带着欢快的节奏，重新奔涌着流入森林，滋润着每一寸干渴的土地。太棒了，我们做到了！小狐狸兴奋地跳了起来，溅起一串水花，脸上洋溢着成功的喜悦。小兔子也高兴地拍着手，周围的松鼠、小鹿们都发出了欢快的叫声。夕阳的金辉洒在森林里，给每一片叶子都镀上了温暖的光芒。小动物们手拉手围成一个圈，在潺潺的水声伴奏下，快乐地跳跃着，庆祝他们共同战胜了困难。团结、智慧和勇气让小动物们战胜了困难，也让这片森林重新焕发出勃勃生机。The Buddha looked back through time to the era of Kashyapa Buddha. The fox had once been a manager of a monastery. Out of jealousy toward a respected arhat, fearing the monk would take away his patrons, he lost his temper and hurled a vicious curse: "You should eat filth and have your hair ripped out." Later, realizing he had insulted a holy person, he felt immense regret and repented sincerely, vowing to attain liberation in the future. Look at this karmic bill. The curse because he told a saint to eat excrement. He was forced to do so in this life. The physical toll because he cursed the monk to have his hair ripped out. His own hair was plucked out by his ascetic teacher. The wealth because he had served the Senha monks diligently. He was born into a rich family. The redemption because of his sincere repentance and his vow liberation. He finally met the Buddha and achieved enlightenment. The karmic balance sheet is never wrong. Conclusion. The story of the fox and the 500小时 hungry ghosts who were originally 500 people who slandered monks as hungry ghosts proves one core principle: our words have the power to create our reality. A single sentence can bring infinite suffering, but a single thought can also be the start of liberation. As we move through our daily lives, are we using our words to create a better world, or are we unknowingly sowing seeds of future pain? This is perhaps the most important reflection this ancient story leaves us with.